Don't judge a guitar by the name on the headstock. Now, in 1990, I just graduated from college, and my bass player in my band was also my best friend throughout college. We graduated together, and he got this cruise ship gig, and he was from the West Coast, so he was heading back home, and he's telling me about this gig, and he goes, listen, I gotta go pick up a couple basses, you wanna come with me? So I said, sure, so we went to Daddy's Junky Music. It was half a block away from Berkeley, from the 150 Mass Ave building. And so we took a walk over there, and he says to the guy working there, he goes, I want 2 Squire basses. And I look at him, I'm like, Squire basses? Tom, those are low-end basses. And he said, yeah, but they play great, they feel great, they stay in tune. It was, they're not my Fender P, but I'm not taking my Fender P out and exposing it to the salty air. And you know what happens to gigging instruments, they get knocked around. And also, I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna play the daylights out of this thing. I'm gonna play the frets off of this thing. I said, wow, it stayed with me. I wasn't as fortunate, didn't have that opportunity just yet, but a short while later, I was back in New York, played a bar gig, and a guy came up to me and offered me the gig to go on the road with Little Johnny and the Night Riders, an R&B act. I didn't realize I was talking to Little Johnny. At the time, he was there with the band manager. I thought about my experience with Tom, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna do the same thing. So now I call my friend at Guitar Center, and I'm pounding my chest. I'm the typical young, arrogant, insecure guitar player, and now I've actually got a gig to boast about. I'm not playing the corner pub. I'm going on the road, and I need a guitar. Now I'm laying out all these conditions. I need a guitar that could live up to the task, something I'm gonna play the frets off of. Unless he was an older guy. He had known me as like a 16-year-old snot nose trying to play my way out of a power chord, And so he'd seen me come up, and he said to me, he goes, you know what, I got just the thing for you. There's a company that's rebranding. They're going towards the heavy metal hard rock side. And they have this fusion line that they want to get rid of. And they're blowing these things out of here. They're at half price. Why don't you come down and check it out? And he knew I was a Gibson playing snob. But I wasn't going to take my precious, irreplaceable Gibson on the road to get it beat up, possibly stolen. I didn't think about these things from that day that I went with Tom to Daddy's Junky Music. So he says to me, check out this guitar, just play it. And I didn't even plug it in. I just picked it up, played a few notes on it. And I was like, all right, what do I need? I need a nice neck. I need low enough action. Right, because on the inexpensive guitars, the action can be a little bit spotty. Also, the fretwork could be a little bit spotty. And I needed to sound good. I wanted it to feel better, but I needed it just to sound good. I didn't need it to sound great. He gave me this guitar, I played it, and I was like, okay, yeah, that'll work, because I saw the price tag on it. It was a $599 guitar. It was now a $299. And he saw me thinking about it for a moment. He goes, listen, I'll give you my employee discount. Take it for $250. You're not gonna find a guitar like this for $250. And you know what? He was right. He was right. So I appreciated the deal done. Took it to the first rehearsal, and I was planning on beating the crap out of it. It would just be the guitar that would just sit in the trunk of my car, and I wouldn't worry about it. But what I did was I ended up playing the rehearsal, liking the guitar, and I said, I'm gonna take care of it. That was 30 years ago. And I still got it, and it's this guitar. And if you look at it, it's got beautiful binding on it. What have I replaced? I've replaced the bridge. It had plastic tone controls and a plastic toggle switch tip. And I put metal ones on these because I'm one of those guys, I prefer to futz with the guitar rather than step on pedals. So these I tend to wear out. The maintenance that I do on it is every once in a while I gotta tweak the neck and just clean up the electronics. What I didn't know, and what he didn't tell me, was it's a Schecter. It's a Schecter C1 Elite. Now, there's a C1 line, they have the Omens and the Platinums, these are metal guitars, but this was sort of their fusion guitar. I gotta tell you, I love this thing. This is my double humbucker go-to gigging guitar. As a matter of fact, I did another video where I talked about a ZZ Top gig, and this is a guitar that I use for that. Get the double humbuckers on there so I get the Les Paul sound. It's got Seymour Duncans in it too. It's a home run. Don't judge the guitar. That's what I did. I wanted it to say Gibson on it. But nowadays, you can find a great working instrument, a great gigging instrument for under $1,000. You don't need to spend $2,000. Well, actually, I think around the $700 mark, you could find something. Gotta look a little bit, but the technology has come up, and listen, 30 years I've had this, I'm probably gonna get another 30 more.